Wreck families, ruin lives, you realize you lose positions. As per Wendy Williams' child, Kevin, his mom, is in a basic medical issue. While in the background it appears to be some corrupt studio fat cats, maybe plotting to exhaust her ledger. Captivated? I bet you are. We should make a plunge and analyze the dim insights of this Hollywood drama. Greetings everybody, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Our story today takes the cake. We're digging into the frightening truth about Wendy Williams' well-being, a reality disclosed by her own special child, Kevin. I'll give her the time that an individual would require going through this extreme. Yet that is not all people. Wendy's critical well-being circumstance isn't the main fight she's battling, as Kevin reveals insight into his mother's condition. The underside of Broadway uncovers itself, with studio supervisors possibly taking advantage of her weak state to line their own pockets. Sounds staggering, right? Yet this is only a hint of something larger. Clutch your seats. We're going to jump further into this fascinating adventure. So we should jumping profound into the disturbing news encompassing the renowned television. Have Wendy Williams, her child Kevin, has as of late moved forward and shared a few startling insights regarding his mom's decaying well-being. Straight from the original source, people, Kevin himself, Wendy's well-being is in a serious state. As per him, she is in concentrated care and unfortunately near death. It's difficult to accept this news, isn't it? Wendy, the energetic, bubbly presence we as a whole know and revere, is in a particularly extraordinary condition. Affirming Kevin's cases, I've had a few insiders toll in with comparative reports. They laid out an image that is a long way from empowering it finished, as a result of the carelessness of her creation organization. Concerning acknowledging how serious her well-being was, they proposed that Wendy's well-being has gotten ugly, raising worries over her capacity to proceed with her vocation in media outlets, while the media has been regurgitating titles that Wendy's recuperating and will before long be back on set shooting. Insiders tend to disagree. They guarantee what is going on is substantially more critical. They've indicated her condition, demolishing, mixing certifiable feelings of trepidation about her future. Gracious sponsorship up these murmurs from the insiders. We have Kevin, her child, who's been close by through various challenges. Kevin, as of late, unveiled to the public that his mom's well-being has taken a huge descending winding, and he's truly stressed. He said, "I see my mother deteriorating, and it panics me." In the event that you've been following Wendy's process, you'll recall that she was 2 times hospitalized. As of late, her being released after the principal hospitalization was a help. However, at that point, simply days after the fact, crisis administrations were called to her home. This crazy thrill ride of occasions has left fans, and obviously Kevin, stressed for Wendy's prosperity. I understood that it was significantly more serious. She wanted considerably more. She really wanted additional opportunity to recuperate. And that was time that wasn't being given, like that. Adding validity to Kevin's apprehension, sources near Wendy's group have affirmed the shout data they've repeated, that Wendy's well-being is for sure indeed on, in spite of the media fuss about these sources. Very much like Kevin keeps up with that, she's a long way from fine presently. We should address the obvious issue at hand, her profession. Assuming that these reports hold truth, Wendy's well-being may be disrupting the general flow of her well-established network program. It could be a dull period for media outlets, losing quite possibly of its most splendid star. Insiders say that this could without a doubt be the situation. As per them, Wendy's condition is to such an extent that her capacity to keep acting is dubious. Her revisitation of the set and engaging us with her one-of-a-kind appeal may tragically not be a dependable reality. As one of them put, it's difficult to envision while you getting back to the show, as we probably accept people. Wendy has been a sparkling guide in media outlets, and to think about her show without her appears to be unfathomable. The danger to Wendy's well-being is creating a long shaded area over her show and all that she's worked throughout the long term. Kevin's words, combined with insider reports, paint a chilling picture. Wendy is unwell, and her condition is a long way from stable. Can she effortlessness the stage again? The vulnerability poses a potential threat. And evidently Wendy's group and studio supervisors have had some significant awareness of it. For some time, in light of the fact that just yesterday new data arose that a show about Wendy's life is being arranged. And as you can see presently, there's nothing euphoric about it. The word on the road is a show about Wendy Williams is really taking shape. Yet there's a contoured Wendy herself won't be in it, given her ebb and flow well-being circumstance. The genuine stunner, however, Kevin Wendy's child, was drawn closer to be essential for the show. And how about we be clear, it's an unmistakable benefit of her too, like, in the express that she was in the idea of the show, is however upsetting as it very well might be stunning an unscripted TV drama in view of Wendy Williams' life. Yet, with her being bound to a clinic bed, she will not have the option to take an interest in this show. So it will not be a seriously commonplace show where Wendy herself discusses every other person. Yet rather the direct inverse. Currently here's where things get fascinating. Wendy's group purportedly offered Kevin a strong amount of $25,000 to take part in this show. The catch, they believed that him should let the cat out of the bag to share a portion of Wendy's filthy privileged insights. That's right, you heard that right. Challenge you before we go on. How about we just put this into dynamic? Kevin's monetary circumstance isn't precisely rainbows and unicorns. Wendy fighting her well-being, and with her show on staff is almost bankrupt. The cash would have been a lifeline, most definitely. Yet Kevin, he amazed everybody. Notwithstanding the monetary strife, Kevin turned down the proposition. His thinking, my mom's well-being and pride are worth more than any amount of cash. It was evident he was a committed child who wouldn't exchange his mom's pride for a speedy money credit to him. Right, things being what they are, Kevin saw through the studio manager's ploy. It appears to be that they were attempting to capitalize on Wendy's distinction one final time before the public learned about her crumbling health unexpectedly. Wendy had developed a profession by serving delicious tales about others. Now those very bits of gossip were going to be utilized against her for benefit, yet satisfy, I don't regard, individual security. That is the reason the hotly debated issue. And apparently studio managers needed to take advantage of Wendy's condition and picture. They intended to construct a story around her hardships and top everything off with individual insider facts. Just her child could give. It's an exemplary instance of transforming somebody's life into an exhibition. Yet Kevin wouldn't move even with his mom's monetary circumstance approaching over him. He persevered in spite of the secular check. He wouldn't turn into a piece of a show that appeared to be ready to discolor his mom's standing. He saw it for what it was, a frantic endeavor to bring in cash off his mom's life. What she was most weak, his refusal to participate in the show, is a demonstration of his honesty and love for his mama. She needed to fend her family off. Except for her child, I accept that part. I accept what's stunning here is the sheer dauntlessness of such a recommendation. The studio supervisors appear to have no misgivings about taking advantage of Wendy's ebb and flow circumstance and individual life for business gain. It's a grand sign of the length to which individuals can go for benefits, even to the detriment of somebody's poise. Kevin's stand against this is praiseworthy. Notwithstanding the monetary difficulty, he decided to safeguard his mom's picture, her inheritance. He wouldn't be a pawn in it.